Okay, welcome back to this the second part of the Awesome Graph tutorial, where our goal is to create a simple web application that shows in almost real time the number of users connected to the same application. So let's get started. Um, let's see what we did last time. First of all, this is the graph. We did a sort of a graph that plots some values and randomly generates these last four. So before we get started with actual the targets for this time, so the targets for this time is this: we're going to install jQuery and then use jQuery to update something on when we click a button. So I'm just gonna first of all just say that I did these. There we go. Okay, let's get started. So first I'm just going to clean up some code that I forgot last time. So we had a bar chart that we originated from, so we don't need all of these colors. I will just remove all of them except the first one, which I hope is red. And then these border colors I don't need at all. Okay, so let's see if that worked. Yeah, nothing happened, which is good. Yes, and that's it. Okay, so let's get back to what we want to do. We want to install jQuery and we want to use, so let's start with installing jQuery. Or actually, what is jQuery? So let's go to jQuery.com and see what they say themselves. So jQuery is a fast, small, and feature-rich JavaScript library, and it makes things like HTML document traversal, manipulation, blah, 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 blah. Basically, you can, with jQuery, which is a JavaScript library, you can update your HTML, which is really nice. So dynamically, when after load, you can update things. So in the example here on the page is we have some button here that we have, and when we click it, we will hide hidden box. No, show hidden box. But let's use this ourselves instead of looking at this. So last time I showed you how to include the chart.js with CDN, a content delivery network, and I want to do the same for jQuery. So let's search for a CDN for jQuery. Okay, this one maybe. So let's take a slim version, and then I copy once again and copy script tag, copy. We go back to here, and there we go. So here is the jQuery slim. Actually, I want the mini version, I think. I don't know what the difference is, but mini is good. There. No. There. I hope that worked. Yeah, seems about right. Okay, so now I have the minified version, which is just a smaller version of jQuery. Doesn't really matter though. Okay, so what do we want to do? Yes, we want to have a button. So let's create a button. Input type button. We don't need a name. We need an ID later. So let's set an ID, add data, and a value. This is what's going to be printed on the button. So let's call it add data, like that. Actually, maybe we close it like this. Input. Okay. So let's go over to our website and see, yeah, a little button here, add data. I click it and nothing happens. So now I know the syntax of jQuery, but for your reference, let's look up button click jQuery function, something like that. Calling a script when a button is clicked, maybe this one. Okay. Okay, let's copy this. Now this part just means, actually I can comment this, this is wait for page to load. This is a bit magical, but it can be ignored. This is the important part. Here, really old formatting, let's fix that. Okay, now it's beautiful. So basically what it says here is this hash here means ID, or the element with the ID, and then button. Now our button's ID is this thing up here. So ID at data, so let's use this. Okay, so what we do here is we say we select a jQuery selector, we select our element, so this element, and we say when this one is being clicked, do this thing here, basically. I will not go into the details, but let's, so alert, let's say hello world, because why not? And then let's go back to the browser, and what happens when I click? Oh, there we go, hello world, very, very nice. Now, this is not exactly what we're after. We want to add data points to our graph, so let's do that instead. Last time we learned how to add data points. That we did with this thing. So this thing adds to my chart, it adds the label 8 and then a random value between 0 and 10, 100. So let's just copy that. And instead of this alert, let's do that. And yeah, let's start with that. And maybe we'll need to clear it up a bit. Okay. Oh, well, look at that. So now we can add a lot of data. Now this is already looking pretty nice, I think. Okay, so these 8s, now this should be 8, 7, 8, 9, and so on. Maybe actually we can try to use an empty string here. So instead of this 8, let's use empty string. Okay, that's pretty nice. So that means we can remove these, I will just remove these initial ones, these random values. So we'll only add new values when we click this button. Okay, that was quite simple. Next step, we will, instead of doing this only when we click a button, how about we do it every second instead, or something like that. Let's say JavaScript do something every second. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Is it set timeout? Should be set interval, I think. There we go. So set timeout is only you do something once, and then set interval is do something every, so in this case, 1000 milliseconds. So let's try to do this every second. So this basically means do some add data every 1000 milliseconds. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, that's pretty nice. Okay, I think we stop it there for this presentation. I will of course upload this as well. Okay, and once again, this can be found at here. So github.com quiet loop examples and awesome graph. So let's just push this and make sure that it comes up. Yeah, a lot better. Bye.